Hey everyone, this is Parker. I'm not gonna do any wrestling talk right now, or WWE news, or anything like that. I want to talk about something that you guys need to hear. Upcoming freshmen, sophomores, juniors, whatever. Here's some advice for you guys. Whoever's watching this, or if you guys are under high school, then you can listen to this too. But if you go in high school or in high school from someone who just graduated high school, like who just had his last day, and time of this recording in 4 days on Monday, the 18th of 2026, who is graduated, officially going to be graduated, I want to tell you guys some advice, what I want you guys to follow, I hope. Number one, be yourselves. Be yourselves. Don't change to act cool. Don't hang out around the wrong crowd. Hang out with good people, good influence, and all that. Do not go around and just vape thinking it's cool. It's not impressive to anyone. I understand you guys say, oh, it's cool. No, it's not impressing me, impressing any high school at all, whatsoever. Nobody thinks it's cool. I'm just being honest with you. Guys, also, just honestly, just be yourself. Do not change yourself over someone else telling you. Do not chase after a girl to a point it gets creepy. Do not change yourself over a girl, over a relationship, at all. And also, stay focused in school. Lock in. Choose school first over anything else when it comes to school. Here's the thing. If you're going to be in a relationship, make sure your grades are intact. Then you can be in a relationship. If your grades are able to be intact, then you could be in a relationship. But if your grades are awful, I think you should hold from a relationship. Also, what I also would recommend is find a group of people who are willing to help you out. Join a club. There's so many other clubs. For me, what I went to for clubs at least was something called Best Buddies and Bible study. And Best Buddies is basically a place to help kids, a club that helps kids with disabilities. So that's personally what I did. You guys, if you guys are able to find a club, find something that you enjoy that is not bad. Alright? Study. Do not be the type of kid who just says, oh, if I try my best, try your best to get all A's, try your best to get A's, focus on school, be respectful. Here's the thing. I know on social media, some people who have F's say, VF students run the world. They don't. Listen, VF students, majority of F students are people who are homeless, who didn't have a high school degree. Majority of people who do not have a high school degree either, let me be honest with you, have a terrible job or have a attic. And for example, when people say, oh, these students, all that, well, these students you can pass, you can technically go to a college, whatever, technically. But if you're an F student and you fail high school, there's not much you can do. I'm being honest. I mean, unless you're gonna have but majority of high school dropouts end up not being able to have a job. There's a very small percentage of people who drop out of high school who are able to be successful. I'm just giving you a heads up, so don't think an F student is what you want to be. Try your best to be an A student. I do not care what people tell you. You need to try your best in school. It is very important in the future. If you want in your career path, and if you want to go to college, make sure you go a good college. Make sure you do good in school. Make sure you do good in school. All right. I also want recommend for you guys to just honestly, just not take advantage, but let it bring in, and I want you to process, and in knowing that you're in high school, because it's only 4 years. I know that you're like, oh, I'm so excited to leave. Trust me, leave. I was one of those people for 4 years, till like the last week or two, and I was like, damn, high school is really over? That's crazy. So take advantage of every opportunity you can. Use it wisely. Do not waste high school. Really embrace it and bring it in, because you do not know when's the last time. And say, you don't want to be one of those people who said, I regret doing this and this in high school, or I regret not doing this. Do everything that you're able to do that is safe and okay. Get to know your teachers. I would always say, get to know your teachers. Do not be one of those people who say, oh, your teacher pays. You get to know your teachers. Get to know your teachers, alright? If you get to know your teachers and nice to your teachers, you can have many abilities and many opportunities to do what you need to help you out. Let's say you struggle in, for me at least, I'm going to say math, because I was terrible at math. I somehow got A's in math. I don't know how. Let's say you struggle with math, because majority of people struggle with math, at least in my point of view, but I know there's people who are insane at math. But let's say you talk to your teacher, Mr. or Mrs. Dave, Mr. Dave or Mrs. Dave. You ask them for like help and say, hey, I'm struggling with this. Try to get to know them, and maybe they can give you like pointers, give you some like a little bit extended time, or try to help you out in the process to help you understand. So be nice to your teachers, get to know them. Get to know your teachers, because they can help you in the long term. Alright? Even though you might end up being a teacher's pet, aka being a teacher's favorite, and that can benefit you a lot if your teacher likes you. If your teacher likes you, you can get a lot of help, personally, at least in my experience. And I know it's not very common. High school is not as scary as people like high school movies. Do not be intimidated by people who might be taller than you, stronger, bigger, or whatever. Do not be intimidated whatsoever. What I recommend is just try to get to know people. Do not judge a book by its cover, even if you disagree with them. Try to get to know them. High school is nothing like the Disney movies where like, I'll give you my lunch money, or I'm going to give you a Slurpee, or put you in a locker. That does not happen in high school. The only people who get picked on in high school are the people who are jerks to people who are significantly smaller than them, or jerks to people who are like strongly disabled or anything. Those are people who get bullied. But if you're overall a nice person, you're not going to get bullied majority of the time. There's very low. There's not as many. There are jerks in high school. There is, I'm telling you. But however, it's not as jerky as you think. Like, people are, you're gonna get annoyed at people. Trust me, I got annoyed by a lot of some people at high school. Doesn't mean they're like bullies. Just means you might dislike them. So don't target them. If you don't like them, just stay away. And just make sure you have funds. I would also say make sure you have funds. Stay top of your grades, study, be yourself, be nice to teachers around you, try to get to know your teachers, and really take in your high school. That's overall message what I'm saying. Because you really never know when it's it. And the teachers who are like, oh, Miss Johnson it's such a bad teacher. She's making me do this. No. The teachers who do that are teachers who know that you are smarter than you actually think you are and have high expectations and try to push you forward. Trust me, I know. I had teachers like that. It took me a while to understand, but now I do. I understood it like this year or maybe last year. They just do it because they have so much expectations and they think so much of you and think you can do it. That's what I think. No, and that's true. Overall, just don't be mean. Don't just do stuff because people want you to do it. That's it. That is my overall story in my video. There's no like editing whatsoever. There's no like background or anything crazy. This title is probably going to be advice to upcoming freshmen or upcoming high school students. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's my advice. Stay in school, be nice, all of that. Alright? Focus on your grades. Make sure your grades are good. No matter what anyone tells you, make sure your grades are good. Alright? Make sure your grades are good. That is my advice for you, whoever's listening to this. And I hope someone who is nervous or someone who has no idea what high school is like, can learn from this and not be nervous. Well, I'm out. Have a great new school year or summer or whatever. Peace.